This is Josh Stein, your Attorney General, but in a prior life I used to be a high school teacher, and I loved educating young people, and I know parents all across North Carolina are struggling with delivering educational content to their kids. Since I'm in government now, I thought one thing I could offer would be a weekly snippet on some aspect of civics, some aspect of our government. I'll start off with federalism. Of course, our first Constitution was the Articles of Confederation, which gave almost all the power to the states. And as such, we failed, and that led our founding fathers to come together in Philadelphia with the Constitutional Convention. They wrote the Constitution. It was adopted in 1789, and the Constitution is what establishes our federal system of government. A federal government is where power is divided at different levels. So here in the United States, we have the national federal government in Washington, and then we have state governments all across America. You have a federal system for a couple of reasons. One is it allows states to deal with circumstances unique to their condition and tailor approaches to problems. It allows for laboratory of democracy, experimentation, trying out different ideas in one area. If it doesn't work out, at least the whole country doesn't have to suffer from it. But you have to have a strong national government in order to deal with things like war and federal budgets, and that's why the Constitution created the office of the presidency and empowered the U.S. Congress and the courts, the federal courts. So let me give an example of coronavirus, a compelling way to look at this issue of federalism. On the one hand, this virus is attacking different states differently. Like the state of Washington and the state of New York have felt it worse so far, and their governors have instituted greater restrictions and approaches to try to tackle the coronavirus than other states where it hasn't hit as hard yet. So it allows states to tailor solutions to their unique circumstances. Also allows the states to step up if they feel like the federal government isn't doing enough. But at the end of the day, the states do not have the power, the muscle that the federal government does. So we are going to need the federal government and its budget power and its taxing power and the power of the purse at the U.S. Treasury to come up with resources to help states struggling to deal with the crisis. So coronavirus is actually a really good lens to look at this issue of federalism here in the United States.